Hi guys, me, Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA. It's 8:01 a.m. Central Standard Time, 60 degrees outside, and it's about 60 degrees inside too because I don't turn the heat on. Why? Because I'm too cheap. Anyway, I'm just sitting here waiting. What are you waiting for, Rusty? I'm waiting for the camper top for my truck, one, and then I'm going to wait for my Scamp RV. I'm just waiting. That's all I know how to do now. I'm just waiting. You could call me a waiter, but that would be different. But anyway, I had an idea. This is the topic for the day. Oh, I'm in my 26-foot Jayco J-Flight bunkhouse model RV. That's what I live in. I full-time RV for 20 years, and also went camping in the car for about 5 years, a Prius. So if you're interested in RVing or camping in your car or living in your car or living in your RV, you can check out my playlists on my channel homepage, Rusty78609. Got a lot of info there that will help you. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about this morning is something that occurred to me last night while I was sleeping. Because what I was thinking about was before I got this in the mail yesterday, and we'll talk about that in a second. I was thinking about getting solar for my Scamp and maybe going ahead and getting it and using it while I was camping in my pickup, using my pickup camper. You know, because I'm planning on getting some portable solar for my Scamp, a 100-watt panel, and then get it comes with a Series 27 battery, which is a 105 amp battery, and all you need, I guess, is a controller and hook the two together, and you got solar to charge. Because all you do, solar doesn't run anything; it just charges batteries. Okay, and that's how that works. So you keep your battery charged, and you got power to run your lights and your 12-volt pump and your RV and your refrigerator control panel and all that stuff. But it occurred to me that for simple camping, let's compare solar to just using things that have rechargeable batteries in them, like this lantern right here. There's two lanterns in here, and y'all saw them yesterday. They're really bright. These are called Mallow Me LED lanterns. This is a 2-pack, and they come with batteries, and they're very bright, and they're very easy to operate. I did a demo on them yesterday. You can just do a search for Mallow Me or LED lanterns, and I think that should pop up. But anyway, this one uses each one uses three AA 1.5 volt batteries, but they're extremely bright, and they've got hangers, and you can hang them up, and they'll last you for about varies somewhere around 10 hours. But if you have a battery charger with you while you're traveling down the highway, and this is a Powerline mobile AC outlet, 75 watt, 100 watt peak. But yeah, this right here, you plug into your cigarette lighter in your car. Okay, I'll put it up so you can see it. This is a little inverter thing that converts 12 volt to 110. And so what you do, you just plug that into your cigarette lighter, and then you would plug your battery charger into this thing right here in the end. And then as you're driving down the highway from campsite to campsite, you could be recharging the batteries that you're using in your lights or your fan or whatever you're going to use batteries for. Would that work? Hell yeah, it would work. Because, you know, me, when I go camping, I don't if I full-time, I mean, if I lived in my truck, or if I get my Scamp and I go, you know, out on the road full-time, then, yeah, solar would definitely be the advantage. But for just those little short trips of, you know, less than a month, you know, where you're going to be moving from site to site to site on a fairly regular basis, and you would have the ability to charge batteries, why use solar? Why not just use rechargeable batteries? Huh? Answer that question, okay? Because this is easy peasy, man. And they make battery chargers that recharge batteries, you know, the AA's and C's and D's. Yeah, they'll do all of them. So, you know, you just get one of those that's a multi battery type charger and use it. That's it. That's what I plan to do. I'm going to get me a a multi-battery type charger, and I'll get this thing's got the batteries with it, but I'm also going to get like a 10-inch fan. You know, they make some little bitty battery operated fans, but I understand they're pretty noisy, and and so I'm going to try to find a 10-inch battery operated fan that has that got rechargeable batteries in it, and then because that would be very important in the pickup with the camper top on it, because even though it's got some sliding windows like this in my RV, see those windows slide? Well, that's what it's got in the camper shell. So see, I'm already trained on how to operate sliding windows, and it does take a lot of training, folks. You have to be certified to operate sliding windows in a camper. You do. You have to go get a certification. I'm kidding, kidding, joke. Anyway, it's a beautiful day, again 60 degrees, and so the topic of this has been, you want to go with solar or you want to go with rechargeable batteries, and a battery charger using an inverter in your cigarette lighter, huh? Or what? You know, solar is a little pricey. A 100-watt panel costs you, so portable, anywhere from around $300 up, depending on the type of, you know, solar panel you get, monocrystalline or whatever they call it. They got all the kind of different types, and then of course you got to have a battery. Of course, with this camper or with any RV, you've got a 12-volt battery outside there, and so you can just put the clamps, little alligator clamps, on your battery from the panel and charge your battery. You get about average of 6 hours a day of sunlight, and that'll give you ample power. Battery power to power just about anything all night long, you know, running your little laptop or whatever you want to do. And but for me, for the short term, and this would all be able to roll over into the Scamp and be used, because again, I'm thinking about, you know, why get solar for the Scamp? Because the only thing I'll be running, the only thing that will be using any real juice will be the refrigerator. Now, the refrigerator runs on propane, but it also uses a little power for that panel. I don't know what it does, but it does. And it'll drain a battery. And then there's always what's called the ghost drain with solar panels, that for some reason power's going somewhere and it just goes. Not much, but it trickles somewhere. So those two things can combine to drain a battery on an RV over. And I've done it. I've actually camped in the desert out in Big Bend, and I even had a little Honda generator that I would run for 2 or 3 hours a day to try to keep the battery charged up. Didn't work overnight. You had to run that generator about 6 hours a day to keep the battery charged up enough to make it overnight. But anyway, and it wasn't a very good battery. You know, back then I just had the battery that came with the RV, so not much telling what it was. You know, it may not even have been a deep cycle. It might have been a car battery for all I know. But, you know, if you want to do it right, you get you a solar panel, 100 watts or more. It's just kind of like money. You never can have too much of it. So you get you a solar panel, and then get you one of those AGM deep cycle batteries. They're a little pricey, but, you know, they're the ones that last longer and hold a charge longer and all that stuff. But anyway, what tripped me off or got me thinking about this is this right here. These little rechargeable battery lanterns, and yeah, this will work. This will work great. And whoever sent me this, I do appreciate it. And this I had from my old days camping in my car before they had all the cute little USB ports and stuff. Because the only way I could charge my laptop then was to plug this into the cigarette lighter and plug the laptop into this. Did it work? Yeah, it worked fine. Because I would, you know, I don't stay long at any campsite. I'll stay, you know, a day, 2 or 3 max, and then I'm on the road again. And, you know, for me, I've always got to get ice and something. So, yeah, that'll work. And then while I'm driving, I just charge whatever I need to charge, and that's what I do. And then the Dodge pickup, it's got 2 12-volt outlets, you know, to plug stuff like this into. And what I do is I will plug this into one, and then I've got a USB plug that's got a dual outlet, but it also has this on one end. You plug it into the cigarette lighter, and then it's got 2 USB ports. so you can charge 2 cell phones at the same time, and I do take 2 cell phones with me. I take one that's a Verizon, well actually it's called SafeLink. It's an Obama phone, and it's a freebie, but you get about a gigabyte of data and 500 minutes and 500 texts. I never use them, but it's a freebie, but it's on Verizon, and I take it with me. And then I also take my AT&T phone. I'm thinking about looking again at Verizon, going with their unlimited plan, and I contacted them on the phone, but god dang it, man, their billing system is, never mind, I don't want to get into that, that's another topic. But anyway, but I'm considering that because when you're traveling out west, Verizon does have the best coverage in the western USA. In fact, they probably have the best coverage nationwide, and anybody that travels or full times will tell you that. So anyway, guys, this is just a little heads up comparing solar, for camping as compared to just using rechargeable stuff. And I have to tell you, for people that camp from, like tent camp, or like I'm going to go camping, just for, maybe 2 or 3 weeks at a time for a while, and maybe longer. I'm not going to say, because I never know how long I'm going to be gone. But even if I was gone, in the camp, using the camper for a month or two, this will work for me. Just using this inverter and some rechargeable batteries and a recharger, and just go. Because as long as you've got a fan in the evenings or late at night, because sometimes it gets a little warm in the summertime out there, and it doesn't cool down enough till around 10 o'clock or so to like turn the fan off, because even though I get up in the elevations around 6,000 to 8,000 feet, which is cool at night, but during the day it gets it'll get in the mid 80s, and it can feel very warm. But anyway, just a heads up. I'm just sitting here waiting for everything. But anyway, thank y'all for the cards and letters, and again, thank whoever sent these LED lanterns to me, the 2-pack. I do appreciate it, because will I use it? Hell yes, I will. I think it's great. And in fact, it made me go find my old power line DC to AC inverter. I think this cost me about, it wasn't much, $25 maybe at Walmart. I've had it for years, and it works fine. And the reason I got the 75 watt was because I don't know what that is in amps, but I didn't, well, maybe it says, no, doesn't say. But you don't want to get too much of a load on your cigarette lighter, because you'll blow a fuse, and some of those fuses are important. Anyway, having said that, guys, if you want to contact me, there's the info, and thank the guy for sending that sign. Anyway, it's Rusty, P.O. Box 1446, Kingsland, Texas 78639, or you can PayPal to Rusty78609 at yahoo.com if you can't read that. And having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios. This is April the 18th, I think, 2017. Adios. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day will not hurt you. You may pee like a racehorse or 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you will feel better. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do that several times a day. You'll feel better. And stretch. I'm fixing to do mine right now. Go walking. Go walking. Get up in your home and walk around your home. You'll feel better, I promise you. Keep your health, because come May 10th, shortly after May 10th, or whenever I get the camper for my truck, I'm good to go. And then I'll show you how to set up a camper simply. Okay, trust me. I mean, I'll show you how not to build a damn thing and have a very comfortable camping trip. Okay. Anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, bye bye. Enjoy your day, guys. Adios.